This Shabbos we will celebrate the joyous holiday of Chag Sukkot, and tomorrow in the synagogue we will be reading from the portion of Emor which talks about the holidays, particularly the holiday of Sukkot. The Torah tells us we have a mitzvah to sit 7 days in a sukkah, l'man yedu dorasechem, in order that your generations to come will know. Kibas sukkah is a shaftet b'nei Yisrael at Reitzi Eisom Eret Mitzrayim. God tells us the reason why we sit in the sukkah is that we should know and we should remember that when God took us out of the land of Egypt, He surrounded us with clouds of glory, referred to as a sukkah. And our rabbis point out that this mitzvah is different than the other mitzvahs. It has to be done with the knowledge and understanding that why are we sitting in a sukkah? To remember and to know that God took us out of Egypt and protected us with the clouds of glory. Different than other mitzvahs, where if you just did a mitzvah and you didn't think about it, the mitzvah is still a good mitzvah. It's not the best way, of course, but you fulfill your obligation. However, when it comes to this, to sitting in the sukkah, Torah tells us clearly, the generations have to know that we're sitting in a sukkah to remember what happened. So when we sit in our sukkah in the next 7 days, let's bear in mind that we are doing it to recall the miracle that God did for us when we left the land of Egypt. Same time, Chassidus explains that the idea, the concept of das, is something that makes permanence, which means where we have understanding and knowledge, we have wisdom and understanding. The knowledge is what makes wisdom and understanding solidifies it. That a person truly understands it, becomes one with the person. Same idea over here is that this idea of showing our trust and belief in God and knowing the miracle that God performed for us when we left Egypt has to be something that has to be part of our life, part of who we are, part of what we are. It has to enter into our DNA to know that God took us out of Egypt, and most importantly, just as God provided for us when we left Egypt, so too God provides for us every single day, and God will continue to provide for us. So when we celebrate the holiday of Sukkot, let's do it with great joy, and let's do it with great simcha, knowing that this mitzvah is all about our belief and knowledge that God is there at all times, watching over us, protecting us, and providing for us all our needs. Let's do it with a great joy, happiness, and may the simcha of the holiday of Zman Simcha Svein, the holiday of Sukkot, bring the ultimate joy, the coming of Mashiach, Tzidkeinu, B'mheira V'yameinu. Shabbat Shalom, and Chag Sameach.